This is a Thousand Island-y kind of a... You get as excited as I do when it comes to meals that you just know are going to be delicious. Good morning. It's another What I Eat in a Day video here in Ellen's Healthy Kitchen with my morning raspy voice. And I can't wait to show you and share with you what I'm going to eat all throughout today. Let's dig in. I'm going to start by making my morning oats, and I'm going to walk you through exactly what I do. I like them a lot more watery than most people do. The traditional way is 1 to 2, where you do, for example, 1 cup of oats and 2 cups of water. But I do 1 to 5. In my case, I'm going to start with a very hefty 1 1/4 cups of oats. I'm going to add 1 1/4 cups of water. I usually use red lentils, but I am all out of them. So I'm going to try some brown lentils. I got some new cinnamon from Penzies, which I'm really excited to try. It's called Indonesia cinnamon. It smells so good. I'm a cinnamon girl. A little bit of salt, about 1/3 dropper of Sweet Drops Vanilla Cream Stevia, using my string chopper to chop my zucchini and the banana with it. I started doing the banana with the zucchini and found that it was easier to get all the zucchini out. Do 4 tablespoons of riced frozen cauliflower, which is about 1/4 cup, maybe an extra tablespoon, into the microwave, 10 minutes, 30 seconds. It's very liquidy. It's hard to believe that it's going to actually congeal, but it's like magic. It will. I'll show you in a bit. Okay, while that's cooking, I brought out my shredded carrots, which I shred in advance so that I have them for salads and soups and my oatmeal. Time to chop up my apple. While I'm waiting for the oats to cook, I woke up quite hungry, so I think I'm just going to nibble a little bit at my leftover vegetables from last night. Yeah. Some Brussels sprouts. These are so good, even cold. If you had asked me years ago if I'd be standing here getting ready for breakfast but munching on cold leftover steamed vegetables, I would have scoffed at you. But this is where some of your nourishment is, all these vegetables. You're getting so much out of this. I love these Cosmic Crisp apples. If you can find them in your area, run and get them. They're so good. My oatmeal is done, and you can see it's a little on the watery side, but if I let it sit in my bowl, it will actually congeal even some more. It's perfect for me. And now if this is too liquidy for you, you can just use less water. You can certainly even use milk if you wanted to. Soy milk, almond milk, oat milk. You can go the apples. These were shredded in the food processor, but I want them a little bit more, I want them a little smaller. Adding a little dollop of my soy yogurt that I make in the Instant Pot, a little bit of homemade granola, a little sprinkle more of the cinnamon, because why not? A little tiny bit of soy milk, and voila, I have my very delicious, very nutritious, full of antioxidants, full of fiber, full of vegetables, full of fruit, full of grains, all about to go into my tummy. This is what I didn't have yesterday. Yesterday I had a bowl of raw oats, which I love. I love the flavor, I love all the things that I put into it, but it does not keep me satisfied. It does not keep me satiated. And I don't know about you, but I like to keep those hunger monsters away. And this is how I do it, starting my day with a really full bowl of deliciousness. Empty bowl. I am a member of the Empty Bowl Club. Before I go on to the rest of my day, I want to just make a little editorial comment about this breakfast. If you watched while I made it, you saw that I used brown lentils instead of red lentils. I've never done that before, and guess what? Didn't like it as much. There's something about the consistency of the cooked brown lentils that's very different from the red lentils. So I won't be doing that again. I finished it because it wasn't unacceptable, but I didn't love the consistency, so I won't be doing that again. Off to the rest of my day. I have a few things to do at home, and then I'm heading to the gym where I'm taking a class called Barless Bar, and it's a great core class. I'll also be doing some walking outside because it is a gorgeous day. Take a look at this. This is the view outside of my window. That's the ocean in the very back, and it's just a gorgeous fall day, so why not be outside walking? Here's a tray with zucchini spears and cauliflower. I spritz them with a little bit of this vegetable stock or broth, and I have it in this misto, which is cool. It just kind of like that. And then I added some garlic salt, and it's going into the oven 400 degrees for about 20-ish minutes, maybe a couple of more. It really depends on your preference. Do you like them mushy? Do you like them crunchy? You know what I always say, you do you. Next up, the mushrooms and the eggplant. I'm going to do this entire box of mushrooms. They are just plain old white mushrooms, and I used to wash them, but I don't like how spongy they get. So instead, I take a wet paper towel and just clean off the dirt. And a medium-sized eggplant. I cleaned all the mushrooms, and I like them quartered. So I'm just going to do it right here on the tray. I'm going to peel the eggplant. If the eggplant were organic, I wouldn't peel it, but this is a non-organic one. Here are the mushrooms and eggplant, and I sprinkled them with garlic salt and some Greek seasoning from Penzeys, and into the oven for about 20 to 22 minutes at 400 degrees. And then I will have a tray full of mushrooms and eggplant, which I'm so excited about. By the way, I learned about cooking these in the oven from my dear friend Shauna from Starchy Shauna. If you don't follow her, make sure you do because she is brilliant. Last minute decision to add some onions to the mix. I'm going to put them in the oven 400 degrees. I'm going to check them at about 20 minutes, but I might let them continue to cook because I like them really caramelized. So I'm going to add some garlic salt and a little bit more of this Greek seasoning, and we shall see how they come out. I'll be back. I've had such a busy day already. Lots of prepping, lots of stuff that I had to do at my laptop, and I decided to have leftovers and just make lunch easy. Because you know that's what I'm all about, right? I'm the prep queen. So this was my lunch, totally consists of stuff that was already prepped. I have already made veggies that I boiled or I steamed last night. And then I have some soy curls, which I air fried last night. And I have some sweet potatoes that I had baked ahead, frozen, and then took them out and air fried them. Didn't finish them all, so I just reheated them. And I have a little bit of sort of a cashew-based tofu. There's a combination of cashew and tofu Thousand Island dressing right there in the middle. So that is my lunch. I probably will have some fruit to follow, maybe some sorbet. It feels so good when you make vegetables ahead of time that you know you're going to be using for meals. It feels so good, I can't even tell you. Here are my mushrooms. Here's my eggplant, here's my zucchini, here's my cauliflower. Here is my mujadara, which is onions that are caramelized. I did it in the insert of the Instant Pot. Brown lentils and brown basmati rice. It was so quick and easy to make in the Instant Pot, and this is definitely at least 3 or 4 meals worth. I also have red onions. These didn't come out as good as I would have liked. They're still okay, but I actually really like red onions when they're steamed, either in the microwave or on the stove. I'll still eat these though, they're good. It feels great to have that all done. I can make a meal out of these foods. I might make torn tofu. I might take tofu and just brown it in a cast iron pan, which is my new latest thing that I love to do. I could do soy curls. I might defrost some of my white bean chili and use that just as a change from this, which is going to be delicious, but you know, I might want to change it up. This is a Thousand Island-y kind of a vibe to it. It's basically firm tofu and a little bit of cashews, like a sprinkling, and then ketchup and mustard and a bunch of other things like vinegar. And this is delicious. This will be great with any of these vegetables. And with the mujadara. It's late in the day. I haven't done my walk yet, but I'm about to head out and do my 3-mile walk. When I get back, we'll get ready for dinner. I'm probably going to do something pasta-ish. I'm not sure yet what that will be. I'm gonna bake this sweet dumpling squash. Isn't she pretty? And that will be good to have alongside the mujadara and some of the vegetables. Oh yes, and I also have leftover soy curls. Do you get as excited as I do when it comes to meals that you just know are gonna be delicious? Look at how delicious that looks. And this is all previously made. So I have piñata pintos made in the Instant Pot, mujadara, which is brown lentils and brown basmati rice and caramelized onions, previously made, cabbage and kale. I just made these in the microwave, just green beans. I just made these in the air fryer, which is delicata squash rings with a little bit of cinnamon on top. And on top of the whole thing, I'm going to use some of this previously made, it's sort of like a Thousand Islands sauce. I might have mentioned it earlier today. All right, over here, maybe a little bit over here. So that's my delicious dinner. And I'm gonna also have this cucumber and tomato melange, and that I'm gonna have in a small little dish. So that is dinner tonight, and I am so excited to sit down and partake. Well, I made it to the end of the day. We had breakfast together, lunch together, and dinner together. And now I'm gonna show you my dessert, which I just spun in my Ninja Creami. This is green grape sorbet. And as soon as I'm done dishing this out and eating it, which I will cherish every single bite because I love this sorbet, then the kitchen will be officially closed. Thank you so much for being with me here today during my What I Eat in a Day video. If you found value in it and you want more, please come back and please like and make sure you subscribe to my channel, because that way YouTube knows to keep feeding you more of my content. And speaking of my content, my name is Ellen of Ellen's Healthy Kitchen, and I help you plant your plate one healthy meal at a time. Thanks so much. I'll see you in the next video.